AITA for starting my wedding ceremony before my mom showed up. The day of the wedding started out as they normally do. Bride was inside getting ready and final touches were being made outside. After I was almost ready by noon, my mom had to run back to the hotel 20 minutes away to change and come back with my grandma and family friend. The invitation says ceremony at 2. As per usual, we were a little late starting, but nothing crazy. Next thing I know, I'm walking myself down the aisle with no mom, grandma, or family friend in sight. The ceremony continues and it's over before we know it. Still nothing. After 45 minutes, finally they pull up. Then I proceed to go and tell them it's over and that they missed it and that 2 meant 2. My mother immediately became hostile and proceeded to blame the bakery for not having buns ready. Then said they were stopped by a train, and my personal favorite was, "It's your fault you didn't call or text to see where we are." Excuse me. Again, the invitation said 2. Also note the officiant also had another wedding to get to after mine, so it was a tight schedule. So am I the asshole for not holding up my ceremony? Side note, I found out the real reason why they were late. She wasn't done getting herself ready, therefore holding up everyone. But she is mad at me because it's my fault. Definitely NTA. If she could receive a text, she could send a text. It's not up to the bride or groom to keep track of family on their wedding day. That said, it is curious that no one, no other family members, no other member of the wedding party, no wedding planner, etc. made an attempt to find out where the mother of the bride was when she didn't show up. On to story 2. AITA for telling my dad's he's crazy if he thinks I'm going to his house during the week just to make food for his stepkids. My parents are divorced. I, 16M, now live with mom and visit dad every other weekend. The change happened about a year ago. The judge won't let me stop going on those weekends, but I wish I could. I have a younger brother, 14, and a younger sister, 11. My dad's married and has a stepson, 10, and a stepdaughter, 7. He asked me a couple of weeks ago to come to his house after school and make food for them before going home. He asked this because he found out that I sometimes make food for my siblings when mom works. He asked me about it the next weekend I was over there. He wanted to know why I never did that at his house. I said I just didn't. He told me I could have made food for all 4 of the kids. I told him no, that wasn't happening. He asked why, and I said because I don't mind making something for me and my siblings, but I'm not making food for just anyone. He told me his stepkids are my siblings too, just not by blood, and I told him they're not my siblings and I never said they were. Then 2 weeks ago he asked to go and cook for his stepkids after school. This is during weeks my siblings are home with me and mom and weeks they're with him. I told him no, and he made that weekend annoying as fuck. My mom told him to leave me alone. I'm a kid, and I already chose not to keep 50-50 custody, so he'd want to cherish the time he has with me. He told mom to shut up. I didn't do what he asked. He then mentioned it to me Sunday, and that's when I told him he's crazy if he thinks I'm going to his house for the week just to make food for his stepkids. He told me if I can do it for my siblings, I can do it for them. I told him I love my siblings. That's why I do it. Then it was like he focused on me calling him crazy, and he said it's not crazy to expect family to treat each other the same, and how I'm showing blatant favoritism for my blood siblings and not my siblings through marriage. He told me it's cruel to be so blunt about it. AITA, NTA. It is on your dad and his wife to feed the kids while they are under his roof. You owe him nothing beyond visiting him during court-ordered visitation. He and wifey can figure out how to feed the kids during the week. On to story 3. AITA for telling someone I, 28 male, didn't want to babysit my girlfriend, 24 female. 2 weeks ago I went to a high school friend's wedding. He's never met my girlfriend but still extended a +1 to me in case she would like to come since he knows of her. I didn't even bother mentioning the +1 to her because I knew she wouldn't want to go. She knows nobody there except for one girl she met one time, Lily, and Lily's boyfriend. The rest of the guest list was just the bride and groom's family plus a bunch of high school friends. Anyway, wedding rolls around and I go. Lily asks me where my girlfriend is and why she didn't come. I said, I didn't want to babysit. I meant it as a joke, as in, if she had come she would be glued to me the entire time as there was nobody else there that she knows. I mentioned it to my girlfriend in passing today and she was visibly upset when I told her that I said that to Lily. She said it makes her look bad. She also said that I should have told her about the invite. I asked her if she would have even gone. She said no. I said, what's the point then? AITA for telling Lily that I didn't want to babysit my girlfriend at a wedding where she didn't know anyone? Edit. Thank you everyone for all the comments telling me how big of an H I am. I needed it. I took my girlfriend out for brunch, had a good talk, and I apologized. I told her going forward I will extend all invitations to her and be careful of saying things that paint her in a bad light. She is an amazing woman and what said was not cool at all. She accepted my apology and we are good now. To clarify a few things, we've been dating for years. No, we aren't breaking up over this. Yes, we both love each other. She has accompanied me to numerous weddings. I don't force her to always stay at home. I was not trying to meet an old high school girlfriend. The groom invited only male friends from high school, so it was me hanging around my old crew. No girls. The groom isn't going to invite high school girlfriends to his wedding. I truly didn't mean to hurt my girlfriend, but I did, and I accept that what I said was wrong. Thank you. YTA, the implication of what you said is that your GF is clingy, can't handle an unfamiliar social environment, and having to look out for her at the event would have been a burden for you. You may have meant it as a joke, but doesn't change what you implied.